Hey, it's Future Me, and we're back. If you look to your left, you'll see an emotionally dysfunctional black Negro boy. Who is he? What's his story? How did he get to this point? What's his truth? Let's find out. DJ, run that beat.
Being in middle school is not for the weak, like, at all. If you don't have the right mindset and foundations, and if your confidence isn't here, you are going to plummet and you are not going to make it. Take it from me, because
you don't know what I'm thinking. Can you wait?
Hey, so it's been a little minute. I have been taking another break, getting my grades up, and I know you're probably like, hey, Cairo, where are you at? It's been 3 weeks. Well, I'm here again. Happy New Year. Yeah, so I guess I'm back. My grades are in a better place. I'm in a better place. So I'm back to filming. 3, 2, 1, scream, applaud. I don't really care. So middle school was a dark time for me. I was bullied a lot. Why are you looking at me like that, Celine? You're getting...
Please tell a friend about my channel and get them to subscribe so I can pay for professional help. Thank you.
I was very new to like the whole middle school thing, so I was very vulnerable to like, you know, bullies. I was very sensitive and emotional. I feel like I've grown, but definitely like in middle school, it wasn't. It was a dark time. Now I'm going to be telling from, since this man cannot speak, I'm going to explain for him. So basically, I am going to be sharing childhood traumas and like middle school childhood traumas from like 6th grade and 7th grade, since like 8th grade was pretty fine, but like since 7th grade, that's where the cake holds. Alright, bye. I choose to be happy. This first story takes place in 6th grade. I don't remember which semester. So picture this, right? It is 6th grade. It is just after gym class, right? And lunch is right after gym. So we had like, I guess during gym we had put like our stuff down to like, you know, do exercise and stuff. So then when gym was over, I was like one of the last ones to leave the gym. So me and my family, right? We went to this restaurant the night before school, right? And I had gotten chicken something quesadillas, right? So that was, keep that in mind, right? And it was in like one of those dishes where it was like foil base and like the clear plastic top. I'll show what I mean. Literally my life. But yeah, it was in one of those. Keep that in mind. So I had left it. So this gym, right? So this gym, like, it's prone to having critters and stuff of that nature. So I had left it in one of the corners where like I would see roaches before and like stuff like that. So I left it in one of those corners. So I had grabbed it. I didn't see anything or whatever. So I go downstairs, right? And then I sit at, my table was like closest to the door, the exit, right? So it was my table. And then, no, it was my table and then this other table. So by this time, I had made a couple friends and I was sitting with them. My table, it had a couple of my friends and some other people. And then the table in front of me or behind me, whichever way, it was...
And that is the exact reason why you are single. Please humble yourself.
that table had a lot of let's say popular people. Yeah, a lot of popular mean girls and boys. They would all hang out together in this group. And I knew, because when I first saw them, they were all in a little posse in the beginning of this one popular girl. I'm gonna name her Kayla, right? So Kayla, I guess she had friends from before, because as soon, like I saw, one of the first days I saw her walking around, I saw this bunch of people following her. I'm just like, oh, y'all are those people. Yeah, so keep that in mind, right? So that lunch day, right? They all sit together. I'm sitting with people and some of my friends. So then,
hold on.
so I didn't explain this right the first time. So basically, people, when people found out there were roaches in my food, they started to scream and like holler and all of that stuff, and everyone was just running around, and I started to like cry and tear up, but I didn't want people noticing that I was sad, so that I was like, embarrassed. So I took my food, I threw it in the garbage, and I ran to my mom's room, because she worked at my middle school, right? So yeah, I took my food, I threw it out, and I ran to her classroom and cried at her desk. The sad thing is, she didn't even care. She was like, oh, why did you put it in a place where you knew there'd be roaches? I'm just like, I'm sorry, Mom, that I'm sad that there were roaches in my food. So it's just like, what's the issue? But yeah. So now everyone knew that I had roaches in my food. So, and that traumatized me for about a week, because I didn't feel like showing my face after that incident. So. And I screamed.
Hold on.
Not really a scream. It was like kind of like a silent type panic, basically. Okay, let's pause. Let's recollect. Let's. So this next story, right? It takes place still in 6th grade, and it was at lunch. So me and by this time I'm dating someone, and I know you're probably like, wow, you were actually managed to get someone looking like this? Yeah. So let's call her Gabby, right? So me and Gabby, we were across from each other at the table that I sat at, and oh yeah, so me and her, we were sitting across from each other at the same table, and then she was like, you want to arm wrestle me? And and at that time I was like very, very, very skinny. I think I was underweight, I don't remember. So yeah, I was very underdeveloped, and so I wasn't as strong as like other people, especially, yeah. Anyways, I was like, oh man, good job.
I thought it would end there, but no, she definitely talked more. Just keep watching.
And then she was like, you weak as hell.
Yup, we cried about that one, didn't we?
I know that's right.
Keep in mind, I was like very emotionally unstable in 6th grade, so when I heard that coming from my own girlfriend, I was like, okay. And I wanted to cry right there, but I knew I couldn't, because then I'll be even more of like a baby type something. So why? So after that I was crying, right? So, and we went upstairs to the gym, because it was one of those days where we had like recess indoors. We like parted ways in the gym, right? And I went upstairs to sit by myself in the bleachers, and I was like very sad, and I was moping, feeling bad on myself, because like, my own girlfriend just beat me, even though I'm supposed to be the quote unquote dominant type in the relationship, right? So I was sad. I was like, this is a visual example.
You don't know what I'm thinking. Can you wait?
Yeah, so and then she like sees me or something, and then she comes over, right? She either saw me or I saw her, and I asked her to come to me. She was like, what's wrong? And then I was like, oh, because like I feel like I'm not a good boyfriend, because you just beat me in an arm wrestle and you call me weak as hell. And like looking back on it, I'm just like, if it was like me to like myself back then, I'd be like, I don't know why she stuck with you, babe. Can you beat her in an arm wrestle, babe? That should say something, babe. And then she like stuck with me. She stuck with me after that. I'm just like, how are you? Okay. Yeah, she stuck with me after that, but like a little longer, because then later she just broke up with me, and I found out because I kept persisting.
I think she didn't want to tell me out of guilt, but basically she thought, I guess, that I would be sad. But when I found out, I tried not to cry because I was an emotional little boy in 6th grade.
This next story takes place in 7th grade. So this is, by then I'm dating another girl. Let's call her Kayla, right? No. Let's call her Maya, right? Let me put a little background context, right? So, we had been dating for a good minute, ever since like 2nd semester, 6th grade, so like spring, right? And then this incident or like allegation thing, it's scandal. It's called a scandal. This scandal happened in 7th grade. We were dating for some months, right? When Musical.ly was like a thing, me and this boy, we were like mutuals, right? And then me and him, we grew a friendship. He tried to like, he asked me out, but I was like, no, because I don't go down that street.
Also because of the very obvious fact that I was dating someone already.
I support you, I guess, but I don't go down that street, right? Yeah, so then I guess he got mad or something. And Maya, right, she made like an appreciation post for like me and her relationship, and he commented down under her post. He commented down under her post like how, oh, me and him been dating for a couple months. Did he tell you? Then once I saw that, like my heart like sank, because it's just like, it's not true. I'm not dating you, boy. So yeah, by that time, so once Maya saw those comments, she sent me those comments and asked if it was true. I was like, no, it's not. Do not believe him. And then she was like, okay. So keep in mind, right, there was like this group chat. It was like for all the girls in the school, like the, I guess, popular and like other girls in the school, right? And she was in it, so she messaged the group chat. She messaged the group chat. She was like, she showed me like those TikTok comments, and she told him, right? And she told that group chat. And then there's this other girl, let's call her Jazzy, right? So once and keep in mind, I was shorter than my girlfriend at the time, because I didn't hit puberty yet. Jazzy, once she saw Maya with send those texts, she was like, don't worry, I'll stomp the crap out of him for you. Say that again. She said, don't worry, I'll stomp the crap out of him for you. Okay. Keep in mind, I'm seeing all these messages after we had made up. The next day after Maya saw those comments, it was school the next day, right? So then no one was talking to me. Not the people in that group chat, they were not talking to me, except a couple, or that weren't, like some of my friends, they were still talking to me because like I guess they didn't know. But a lot of people were, especially Maya and Jazzy, they were not talking to me at all, and I was trying to like get their attention. And they kept ignoring me, and I was just like, what the heck is going on? Why are people ignoring me? And I got mad at her because I'm just like, why are you believing this stuff there's no evidence, like what? So mind you, I was persistent. I was always persistent in getting what I want, like knowing information. I would always ask. So I kept like tapping Jazzy. I was like, hey, what's going on? And then she was like, I'm not talking to you because you cheated on Maya. I'm just like, no, I didn't. I kept trying to tell her, like, I didn't. And she didn't believe me, right? And I tried talking to Maya, but she kept ignoring me. I even sent her notes in class. She kept ignoring them. She ripped one up at that time. But so after that, I was just very, very sad. I think I cried a little bit. I was very sad because it was like people think I cheated on her and I didn't. And yeah, I was very sad because like I was just like, I cannot believe people are like thinking that I did this, and then just sent me into like this deep wave of depression and insecurity. And I was just like, oh my gosh, what is my purpose for me anymore? I was like, oh my gosh, why did this happen to me? What did I do? So then, by this time, the popular girl that I mentioned earlier, what did I call her, Kayla or something? Anyways, the popular girl, it was recess at the same day, right? So it was recess. I was sitting by myself sad, and everyone else was on the other side. This is the yard, right? Me and then the other people, and Maya was sitting on the other side, right? And then the popular girl comes over. She comes over to me. She's like, Maya wants to talk to you. I was like, and I was in my mind, I was like, oh my gosh, does she actually like believe me? Does she know it's not true? So then I walk over to her, right? The popular girl comes over as well. So me and her are talking, and I'm just like, and then after that, the popular girl walks away. Me and her are talking, right? And I'm like, you know I didn't cheat on you, right? And then she was like, yeah. I forgot what she's like, her explanation, but she was like, yeah, I'm sorry, I was just really sad or something. At the point I didn't care. I was like, it's okay. And then me and her hugged. I almost cried because like we made up, and like because it was really sad. And a lot of people supported our relationship. Like even if like I was shorter than her, whatever. But yeah, this story isn't that bad. But yeah, that time period, those couple days before we made up, I was like really sad. I was angry as well because I'm just like, boy, because I was like, why are you creating this rumor, this like whole thing that's not even true? So that's it for today. Those are my stories. That's my truth. That's my spell. Did I enjoy this? No. Hope you enjoyed it though. Yeah, those are my stories, I guess. Like, comment, subscribe. Some charity. Like, comment, subscribe, do some charity work. Yeah. I'm trying to hit subscribers. I'm a growing YouTuber. Alright, see you later.